has a quality about Scotland, an uncompromising yet warm and welcoming ruggedness, a quality typified in the famous Fingal's cave. And yet, the further north you travel in Scotland, and the more austere the scene, the warmer hearted is the welcome you receive. In the Hebrides, the Scottish way of life is dour, but with that toughness and ruggedness goes serenity and beauty. Along the rugged coastline and through the outer islands, there's a good living, though not an easy one. Good pasture in these sparse places rates high. Such modern shepherds as these, no longer clad in the kilt but wearing battle dress, herd their sheep and ferry them from the good island pastures to the mainland. Here, shepherds must also be boatmen, such is their calling. Even though they may wear the battle dress in which they fought in our own time, their calling belongs to centuries of tradition. Louis Stevenson spoke of this city as a dream in masonry and living rock. No wonder the city earns for itself the title of the Athens of the North. Is there a better known shopping thoroughfare than Princes Street? Close by, a memorial to a man of letters, Sir Walter Scott. Edinburgh, crowded and bustling, but not too bustling to make way for men in Scottish national dress. A pride to the clansman, but a draw for the visitor, for you mustn't think of leaving Scotland's capital without your souvenir of tartan. Modern Edinburgh is well acknowledged as a centre of the arts. Every summer to Scotland's capital there travel not only the music lovers, but the world's greatest music makers. Conductors such as Sir Adrian Boult. Pianists like Dame Myra Hess. Ida Handel. There's a feast of song, too, at Edinburgh. The old operas sung with joy and gusto, and new operas whose music will echo far beyond this Scottish capital. Edinburgh's festival, world-renowned as a centre for music and the arts. But the arts of Scotland herself are deeply rooted. Such poets as Robert Burns lived beneath humble thatch, and Burns wrote simply of the countryside, of home life, of a Scotland that belonged to all, loving care and workmanship. And this is skill in wielding the club too, for in Scotland golf is a game for every man and not just a businessman's weekend stroll round the course. Scotland is the cradle of golf, and St Andrews the most famous golf course in the world. In Scotland you share your game with the masters of the game and the classic surroundings of golf. Every Scotsman is a player and a potential golf champion. Scotland today, serene and lovely, but bred out of turmoil. Charles Charles Stuart who caught the imagination of the world as bonny Prince Charlie, and at Culloden Moor the memory is kept green of those Stuarts whose blood still flows in the veins of the British royal family. Scotland is a land of romance and turbulence, but Scotland today is a vital agricultural unit in the economy of the British Isles. There are never enough Scottish cattle to meet the needs of Britain's millions. Such lairds as Lord Lovat are champion exhibitors. Scottish cattle are famous throughout the world, in every land, in every country where cattle are bred. Sturdy Scottish stock goes to every cattle-raising country. At the cattle sales are the real experts, buyers from all over the world, and Scotsmen who know how to rear livestock and how to strike a fine bargain. The famous Highland games at Braemar. The Pipers, the home of the traditional kilt. It's a country where quality counts, where there's a premium on might and brawn. Tossing the caber, that prodigious feat of strength beloved of the Scots. A prodigious feat, too. In Scotland, you can't start too early to master the intricacies of the Highland fling and the sword dance. Scotland is a northern land with a countryside where there's snow in winter, and from the south travel the Sassenachs to match their skill against the Highland skiers. Scotland is the one part of the British Isles where you're likely to enjoy winter sports, the pleasures of the snow-clad mountains. Not another Switzerland, a more modest snow scene, but one which nevertheless offers Britain's loveliest winter sporting holiday. From the lonely mountains to Edinburgh once again. Edinburgh, that modern city with its character belonging to all time. And now it's Edinburgh by night, by searchlight. Edinburgh in its moments of gaiety. Edinburgh, which at this moment represents all Scotland as the dancers step out. Scotland, a rugged country with a gay temperament and a welcoming soul. Bonny Scotland, where once in your lifetime at least, you must answer the skirl of the pipes.